Okay, I'm here with K.Flay. Welcome to Prague.
Thank you so much.
I saw you were in Prague yesterday already. How did you enjoy it? What did you do?
I had the best cinnamon roll of my life. I really did. Like, it was crazy. It was so good. I really felt like it was like drugs. It was so good. We did pedal boats in the river. We saw muskrats. I walked like 20,000 steps. I mean, it was a beautiful day. I mean, as you know, Prague is a beautiful city. So we just like walked around and ate food, had coffee.
And I see that you keep active. Like you wake up early, you do a lot of fitness stuff. Mm-hmm. So that's not like the typical like rock star life. So has it always been like that, or was there a change?
I've always been really interested to explore the cities that I go to. I think in the last like 5-6 years, I just feel so good when I stay really active, you know, and I think like, I mean, you know how it is when the novelty of something wears off and you're like, okay, well, this is my job. How do I do a great job and put on an amazing show every night? How do I also, you know, feel connected to the city where I'm playing? Because I think something I've noticed is some musicians, you can fall into this trap of like, the cycle, right? Like, oh, I woke up wherever and played a show. Right. I think it's important to locate yourself in a city, in this world, and feel connected to that. I think you put on a better show.
And I also noticed on your tour, like you trying to keep the day off, right? So you can explore and stuff.
Yeah, I love having a day off to explore. Also to get, you know, my record just came out like a week ago, so there's a lot of work. I have a lot of like
TikToks to post?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. You just mentioned your new record. Congratulations on that. And also, like, we've heard about your hearing loss and stuff like that. So I know they ask you about it all the time, but like, could you just like break it down for me? What are like some of the things that were normal, you know, when your hearing was fine, and then like some of the things that like really, I guess it's a lot of things, but like what are maybe like a top 3, top 5 or something that, you know, you can think of that's totally different now?
That's a great question. The biggest thing that has changed, one of the biggest things, is that I cannot locate sound. If I can't see where a sound is coming from, I literally have no idea. It's crazy. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, there's a car behind us. And it's like, oh no, actually an air conditioner is on over there. Like, like really, really weird. Secondly, being at like restaurants, house parties, like enclosed spaces where there's lots of noise and conversation coming from lots of different directions. At first, it was almost like unbearable, paralyzing. Like I was just like, it was so chaotic in my head, felt like I was going insane. And then honestly, the third thing is probably listening to music and making music. You know, it's just anytime something like this happens, your brain is kind of like rewiring itself, and so I think I've learned to listen to music differently, and it's interesting because I do think it helped me to make this record, you know, interesting and rich sonically. But yeah, listening to music and going to shows was a big change.
Well, thank you very much, and let's take it to a lighter note. I've noticed that you love the dogs, Dr. Martens. Like how many pairs do you got?
Oh my gosh, I do have quite a few pairs of Doc Martens, though I largely wear one pair.
Okay.
The pair that I wear to perform in and to walk around, I've been wearing that exact pair of shoes. I had to replace it one time, but I've been wearing that same pair of shoe like 6 years.
Oh wow, okay.
But then I have all these other cool ones for like photo shoots and stuff.
Yeah, the
that
platform
are like,
and stuff, right?
Yeah, like crazy platform and like metal grommets and like, you know, sometimes they do special edition ones. I will say, I have a couple pairs of low tops.
What your thing?
I don't really like the low top. I think I look stupid. I mean, I know I'm wearing my running shoes right now, but I don't think I look good in them.
No, I feel that. The derbies, it's not for everybody, right?
Right?
The high tops, for sure.
High top.
What's like a day in life when you're not on tour?
Okay, day in the life. This is going to be very non-rock star type of behavior, which I actually think is, like the most kind of punk thing you could do is...
Be anti.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I wake up...
Early, right?
Yeah, well, it depends when I go to bed.
Okay.
I like to get 7 hours of sleep if I can. I get up, I immediately make coffee and eat my oats and a coffee immediately upon waking. And then I will do some type of exercise, probably. I will shower.
Okay.
I will put on clothes. I don't have that many clothes, so I'll probably wear some version of something that I've been wearing for years. And then I'll probably have a studio session. So whether it's for me or for another artist that I'm working with. So I'll prepare lunch. I pack my lunch in Tupperware usually. And then I'll bring that to the studio. I'll work on music. And then I will usually either have dinner at my house, have friends come over, or go to someone else's house and have dinner with them.
Speaking of food, what if you had to eat one dish for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Bowl of Cheerios.
If you had to listen to one record for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Probably Sgt. Pepper by the Beatles.
What is like one of your songs that you would put on repeat?
I think I would put Punisher on repeat.
Okay. What would be your dream feature? Let's make it more interesting, dead or alive, so even the people that are no longer with us.
This keeps coming up, but I feel like I have to say Beethoven.
Oh, yeah, okay. I see the connection. Well, I mean, you can always sample it, right? So
I could sample Beethoven. I mean, a lot of people cite Fifth Symphony as the first like riff to become famous.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Which it is. So I guess he had the spirit of like punk and rock.
Okay. What about contemporary artists now?
Contemporary artist. All the new Tizo Touchdown stuff has been so great, and I love what he's doing. So I'd say that.
When you go to the shows, are you in the front row, jumping up and down, or are you more like in the back, enjoying the visuals and listening?
Okay, it completely depends. If it's my friend's show, I'm in the front for support. Like I'm like, unless it's like a packed giant show, in which case like I can't even get to the front. But if it's like a smaller show and I'm there to support a friend, I'm front row. Usually I'm at front of house because that's where, at a bigger show, because that's where it sounds the best, because that's where they're running the sound from.
Right.
So, if you're ever wondering where to stand at a show and you want to get the best sound experience,
Be by the sound guy, yeah?
Be by the sound guy.
Okay. So would you have advice for people, because you've been in the game for so long, people just starting up in their art, what is something that you would give as an advice?
I think I would give 2 pieces of advice. The first is your perspective and your taste is kind of your superpower. So like whatever you think is cool or exciting, hold on to that, because you're the only person who has your brain and your sense of style and your sense of rhythm and lyricism and melody, like only you, literally only you. And so you have to hold on to what feels right and exciting. And even if other people don't fuck with that, that's fine. You don't need the whole world to like what you do. You need to just find the other people who also share that kind of a taste. So like you will find those people. It might take time, but hold on to what you think is stimulating and good, because like that, I think that's where a lot of artists can lose their way, is when other influences get inside. It's like stay true to that. And then I think the second thing I would say is, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So you gotta just like keep your eye like a few miles down the road. It's not about those immediate little things. It's about building, as you say, like a career, and that takes time. So like patience and believing in yourself along the way.
All right. Well, thank you very much. This was K.Flay, and have fun at the show. We're looking forward to it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.